Hello dear students, good morning everyone. This is the 7th lecture related to class 9 physics, and in this lecture today we will study about the concept of reflection of sound, reflection of sound, and also we will learn some important application of reflection of sound. This particular topic, that is sound, related from class 9 syllabus. Further I am just teaching here only one reason behind this, that the whole concept of sound, or you say that wave, that is given in class 11th standard, and if you know about something in class 9th level, then you can understand about the concept of wave in class 11th. If you just leave this one topic, then will be very tough to study in class 11th that particular topic, that is wave. So listen about reflection, very simple concept. Reflection means what? That is an incident sound wave. Incident, so here a wooden cardboard, it adjusted, and then a sound is produced with the help of clock, and here a special type of clock, that is stopwatch. Whenever sound is produced by using this stopwatch, I will say that clock, then the sound reaches to this cardboard, and then after reaching at this point, then reflected by making equal angle with the normal, This is the incident sound wave, and this one is reflected. Suppose here a structure of ear, if having, suppose someone is standing here to observe the sound, then this sound will be heard by this arrangement. This is the cardboard tube, and this tube only for the purpose that the sound travels up to the maximum distance without losing energy. So when the sound produced from this point in the form of longitudinal wave, and then after reflection from this point, then sound heard by any one observer. The observer is just standing, so we can say that the concept of two angles, this one is angle of incidence and this one is angle of reflection. Angle of reflection of sound wave, it must be equal to angle of incidence of sound wave. So in case of reflection of sound, the laws of reflection, that is very important. So listen, the incident sound wave reflected sound wave, and normal all lie in the same plane. that is in plane of paper. You can say that plane of paper. Clear? And the second concept, the angle of incidence. The angle of incidence sound wave incidence sound wave must be equal to angle of reflection sound wave. Angle of reflection sound wave. Clear? Very easy. Just listen once again. When the sound produced by using this stopwatch, then the sound travels in this direction in the form of longitudinal wave, and when it strike this wooden cardboard, this is the wooden cardboard, and when it strike this wooden cardboard, then reflected in the same medium, that is under condition by making an angle with the normal. This is the normal, and normal here a line that makes 90 degree with the plane. So concept of angle of incident sound wave and angle of reflected sound wave always equal, and the incident sound wave and the reflected sound wave and normal all lie in the same plane, that is in plane of paper. Then after this, the application of reflection is given, and in application of reflection there are so many applications. I will discuss only one in details, that is sonar application, that is based on totally reflection of sound wave. And except sonar, the few applications are, you just listen about the applications, that is echo. Echo means what? The repetition of sound wave. The repetition of sound wave, or you say that the multiple reflection on behalf of multiple reflection. The repetition of sound wave on behalf of multiple reflection, that is defined as what? Echo. That is echo. And the concept that on behalf of multiple reflection, that is what? The existence of sound wave, or you say that persistence of sound wave after multiple reflection, that is what? A special term, reverberation. So also the concept related to reflection of sound, because whenever reflection going on, or you say that multiple reflection going on, then the existence of sound wave, or you say that persistence of sound wave in the particular medium is defined as what? Reverberation. And echo, very simple, the multiple reflection of sound wave whenever going on, then there is a concept of echo. Clear? And megaphone or horn blow horn and stethoscope, there are so many applications based on reflection of sound. And the concept of this application, that is very very important in case of detection of flaw, or you say that crack in bridges. By using this concept, reflection concept, we are detecting where the bridges are broken down or there's going to be crack at that place. When we detect, then we can repair. So after this reflection, the important concept, that is sonar, we will discuss. So just note down all this one. You see the concept of sonar here. SO representing what? Sound, and N navigation, A and R ranging. Sound, navigation and ranging, this is very important concept that is used for detecting the heavy object lies underwater. How you say that? For the detection of stone, I will say that detection of submarine, at which depth below the sea level the object is lies. So by using this concept we can detect. Suppose a water level is given. Here a water level is given, and here a ship is also in case of sound, navigation and ranging, the two terms that is very essential. The two terms what? That is transmitter, and this one is receiver. Transmitter means used for transmitting sound, used for transmitting sound waves, and receiver means that is used for receiving sound waves. Suppose here the sound wave producing, and here a stone is available under the sea water, and then when the sound produces, then after striking then sound wave return back, and during this the concept of reflection is going on. Reflection concept means angle of incidence must be equal to angle of reflection. I is equal to R. Whenever I is equal to R, then we can calculate the distance. I will say that the depth of the object lies underwater. Suppose if t time is taken, the sound just going from transmitter T to object O, and then up to receiver R. Any total distance, that is what? D in case of transmission, and in case of D what? Receiving. So transmitter, when the sound wave just transmitting from transmitter, then the total distance, if that is this one D and this one D, the total distance means that is 2D. So speed equal to what? Distance upon time. Distance upon the speed here V, and distance means what? 2D. So and time here T. So we can calculate the time taken by sound to reach the particular object, that is T is equal to 2D upon V. You can calculate the distance also, that is D is equal to what? V into T upon 2. Anyway, we can solve all the numericals. If anyone numerical asking based on this concept, it is for calculation of either time or distance. So we can solve out. Just see, with the help of this formula we can calculate what? Time T is equal to 2D upon V, distance D is equal to V into T upon 2. Clear? In this way you can solve out any one numerical if given on this concept. Clear? So by using the formula concept we can solve out the numericals, that is the distance of the heavy object that lies under the water, at what depth the object is lies, by calculating the time and speed of sound well known, that is what? In water the speed will be somewhat amount greater as comparison to the speed of sound in air, because in air what? The speed of sound nearly 340 or 342, but in water will be greater. So after knowing the value of speed and time, we can calculate the distance of the object lies under water. So in this way, the important application of reflection of sound, that is what? Sonar. And two important terms also note down: the minimum distance for echo production. Minimum distance for echo production, that is what? Very important term, that is 17.2 meter. 17.2 meter. Minimum distance up to which distance the echo can be heard, and when the distance less than this, then echo cannot be heard. And then another important term, that is the audible range of sound, that is 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. Here, this is the audible range of frequency of sound. Up to this range we can hear easily. Otherwise, if less than 20 or greater than 20,000, then we can't hear. And less than 20 hertz, if the frequency sound available, then what? Infrasonic sound. And greater than 20,000 hertz means what? Ultrasonic sounds. And the three important characteristics of sound, that is first loudness, second pitch, and third quality. Loudness, that is depends upon the amplitude, and second pitch means what? That is depends upon frequency, and third what? That is particular characteristics of sound. When the sound cannot be distinguished on behalf of loudness and frequency, or you say that pitch, then sound can be differentiated on behalf of quality factor. So quality factor is a characteristics which is used to distinguish, or you say that differentiate the sounds when of same loudness and same pitch. So in sound chapter you will read up to last topic, that is what? Last heading, human ear. Human ear is a natural device, or you say that God gifted device, by which we can hear the sound produced by any way. So you will try to understood about every concept. If any confusion in any topic, then you can ask. So that's all for today, and have a nice day.